Welcome to OKL and Partners video briefing for the agricultural industry. My name is 𝗨𝗪𝗍𝗶. Today I will walk you through the European Commission's proposal to simplify the European pesticide and residue framework. Mid-December, the Commission published the simplification Omnibus package. It proposes extensive changes to the pesticide regulation and the MRL regulation governing maximum residue levels. According to the Commission, the goal is to streamline procedures, to reduce administrative burden and to increase legal certainty while maintaining a high level of protection at the very same time. The crucial point, this is only the Commission's initial proposal. The legislative process has not yet begun, and the final outcome remains fully open. Let us first look at the three most essential proposals. 1. Unlimited approvals for pesticides. 2nd, union-wide data protection with only one single protection period. And 3rd, significant changes to European import MRLs. First, the Commission proposes replacing periodic renewals by unlimited approvals for most active substances. Only few exceptions remain for candidates for substitution, Article 4.7 derogation approvals, and cases where science requires the limited approval. However, and this is the really crucial point of this proposal, the Commission would retain the ability to trigger targeted reassessments of the approvals anytime when new evidence emerges. Our view, the unlimited approvals abolishes the endless renewal cycles and should reduce workload and free up capacity for innovation, a super positive step. However, the watch-out are the criteria and the threshold when the Commission can initiate the reassessments. If this right to initiate reassessments is used too loosely, maybe also due to political pressure, it could undermine predictability and approval stability, leading to significant downsides for the industry. The second key proposal concerns protection of innovative study data. Preventing exploitation of competitors. The proposal ends fragmented national timelines for data protection with different start dates in each member state. It introduces one single EU-wide start and end date for study protection, 10 years by default. Our view, foremost generic players will benefit as the proposal may lower cost and market access barriers. Innovators should reassess investment model, launch timing and launch strategies in member states. With the third essential proposal, the EU Commission intends to amend the import residue framework, in particular if a substance is not longer approved under the strict EU hazard-based system but still outside the EU. While the idea behind residues is solely protecting public health, and according to the international framework it is entirely risk-based, the proposal would, however, allow import MRLs for certain hazard-classified, non-EU approved substances to be set to the limit of quantification. Our view is this brings a hazard-based dimension into the area being risk-based, which triggers interesting questions under international trade law. Moreover, the proposal refers again to environmental protection aspects, as we have seen before also in other cases recently, and which conflicts with the public health focus of the residue framework. So, expect a heavy political debate on MRLs. Some will request a level playing field for EU farmers, whereas others will point to the WTO risk-based requirements and third country concerns. Finally, let's have a quick look at some other simplification proposals beyond these big three proposals. There is support for biocontrol and low-risk PPPs, which will benefit from priority assessment, provisional authorizations before EU approval, one-zone authorization, lighter record keeping for farmers, and tacit approval if no member state decision is issued within 120 days. There's also great news for drone application. The Commission intends to establish a future framework for aerial PPP use supported by EFSA guidance and predefined low-risk drone types. Mutual recognition and minor uses are to be streamlined. The proposal introduces simpler procedures, broader acceptance of minor use extensions, and tools to harmonize national approaches. The essential use derogation is proposed to be clarified. The proposal defines its scope more precisely and removes mandatory phasing out plans. Regulation of treated seeds is refined after more than a decade of uncertainty. The proposal prohibits sowing seeds treated with PPPs not authorized in any member state and clarifies rules for all reproductive material. Grace periods after non-renewal are extended and allow withdrawal periods of up to 36 months where no alternative exists, except in cases of serious risk. To wrap it up, nothing here is final. Parliament and Council will examine the file. Amendments will be drafted, stakeholders will be heard, and trilogue will follow. Given this sensitivity, expect a heavy debate, in particular on unlimited approvals, hazard and environmental-based import tolerance MRLs, and data protection with only one EU-wide timeline. There's no official timeline for this legislative process. Any expectations about dates are speculative. So, what should companies do now? Even given the uncertainty about the final outcome, companies should map their global impacts for farmers and food chain on the ability to export commodities to the EU after import residue levels are potentially lowered to LQ and consider mitigation options. It might also be prudent to understand the impact of unlimited approvals and the likelihood of ad hoc reassessments of pesticide approvals. Consider revisiting data protection and market access strategies to factor in a uniform EU data protection timeline. And overall, prepare advocacy positions early to be heard as important stakeholders. For questions or a tailored impact review or to support advocacy work, please contact 𝗪𝗏𝗏. We are ready to help. Please also see our full written briefing we have available. Thank you for watching our new video briefing for the agricultural industry. We'll keep you updated as the legislative and legal process unfolds.